Hey, guess what, Kurt? The feds are back at it again.
What?
They're in Madison, Wisconsin. So
oh yeah, I have stuff.
They released the January 6th video that shows that this was all concocted by the Democrat and the establishment. And like clockwork, the next day this happens. By the way, what are those guys doing in Madison? Shouldn't they be in Ukraine fighting?
Yeah. Guys, we need men. You look in your mid-40s, you're right the right age.
And they got their flags and uniform colors reversed. Who's running this psyop anyway?
I'm glad they're mad.
Is that the same? That ball? Will you go back just a little bit? That ball guy. Okay, who's next to that ball guy? Who's that? That's not that same kid from the stupid Patriot Front, right?
Probably.
Really? That's very strange. And the bald guy.
Is that the FTX guy? I don't know.
The FTX kid. No, the bald guy he looks like, and it's blurry, but he looks like the same guy from like We Like Biden because he sends missiles to Ukraine.
Oh, okay. I'm going to show that guy.
Yeah, and I didn't think they were connected, but I think that's him.
That does look like him.
But who's the guy with the teenage pube beard next to him? Is he a leader in this movement?
Look at these bumbling retards. Probably don't even know.
You could turn off the volume. We don't need to hear that kind of bad language.
Yeah. Hey,
I apologize for that language.
That anti-Ukrainian language that he just had.
There's no need to use that kind of language. Anyone who's been to Madison, Wisconsin can tell you it's a real hotbed of far right-wing activity. And if you haven't been to Madison, that was sarcasm.
Yeah. They're not even going to go fist fight them. That's how much of a not like that town it is.
Yeah, that's right. And it seems like no one gives a shit about it. Everyone knows this is an op. No one cares. This isn't bothering anybody. My God, let's just settle this already. 61% of people think it's feds. 12% think it's feds. 15%. Boy, tough vote.
I didn't think it was feds before when I saw that bald guy because he looked so methy.
Here's that. Is this the bald guy you're talking about?
Yeah, the other guy his face was green from the tattoos.
Christopher, there's a presidential race going on right now. Are you going to vote in 2024? What do you think is going to happen with
My vote is useless. I think Biden's better than Trump because he sends rockets to Ukraine.
Christopher, there's a president.
Like, I know that guy said the R word, but do you see like how he said it like someone who's like slow? He goes, he sends rockets to Ukraine.
Yes.
Like he like a little happy, like a happy kid that heard he should say that.
Ukraine, yes, exactly. Did I do good?
Like it really is.
Christopher, there's a presidential race going on right now. Are you going to vote in 2024? What do you think is going to happen with
My vote is useless. I think Biden's better than Trump because he sends rockets to Ukraine.
Whoa, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
These guys look like they're dressing up for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's how you would dress up for Halloween. This is definitely...
The guy's name is Christopher.
By the way, Ukraine doesn't need rockets. They need actual guys to fire the rockets.
Yeah. Hey, Christopher.
Why don't you put your money where your swastika is and go over to Ukraine?
Let's see.
So here's the... Remember this? Remember this? Remember this, Kurt?
That's Patriot Front.
Yeah.
So have they become further radicalized by their arrests? And now they've turned into this group?
I like how they let this guy keep his backpack.
They just stay there. Yeah.
You're going to handcuff you, but dude, I need that backpack.
Check the backpack for secret knives and stuff. Usually you can order those.
And let him keep his backpack.
Yeah.
And he's not even handcuffed. It looks like he's just holding his hands.
See the cops stand there?
And why would the cops be standing away from them?
As if to say, go ahead. There's plenty to see here. Take a good long look. Everybody get in line. Take a good look.
Show's just starting, folks.
Show's starting. Come on in.
Come on in.
All right. Everybody's looked. Who's going to look? Let's get them back in the U-Haul.
They were all in the U-Haul.
So Patriot Front got pulled over. They were all piled in the U-Haul, and they are all detained.
Whatever happened with this? Like, what did they get charged with? Riding in a U-Haul? What did they get charged with? Wearing masks in a U-Haul?
I mean, they
Poor
look like,
fashion.
as I said at the time, they look like they're legitimately there for the gay pride parade. They like those haircuts.
The entire world unites to condemn Israel's war crimes in Gaza. Then all of a sudden, Osama bin Laden goes viral, and these costume freaks are deployed. What a coinky-dink.
You want to hear a thing I just found on Substack about that Blood Tribe, which is that Fed group that we were just looking at?
Yeah.
And Christopher Polhouse. He's a former Marine. He burst onto the scene with a following that seemed to materialize out of nowhere. Soon he was buying property in Maine and holding events in Florida, but who's funding him? A closer look reveals a connection of Fred Ramey, a multi-convicted felon with a history of campaigning for Democrats like Pete Buttigieg and Andrew Yang. The sudden friendship between Ramey and Polhouse raises questions about the group's true intentions. So they're
That's
not all
interesting.
feds. A lot of them are they work for campaigns and DNC and shit.
Yeah.
That's why I think that America First kid is a DNC guy.
So what? So here, why would they do that, Jimmy? So what they want to do is scare you
Fake tiki torch
into
guys.
thinking that, oh my God, Trump and his crazy Nazis are going to take over. I better vote for Biden. That's all this is. That's all the Patriot Front is. That's all those Nazis are. That's it.
Remember the fake the Lincoln Project had fake tiki torch people?
Yes.
They got caught. They were so inept. They all
Just like the pro-Israel march in they had to pay people to go to it.
Someone told me a story. Was it Eddie? He told me a story about Alex Jones, someone throwing coffee in his face in Austin.
No.
And it was somebody he paid. He would put a want ad out.
Well, just like that
someone to
Michael
do that.
Rappaport, that video where he got the
Yeah.
snowball in the head. He set that up.
Yeah, right.
It's-
Like people just doing their own thing will do psyops just to boost themselves.
Yes.
At every level of society, somebody's doing some weird CIA deep state shit, but just for their own personal benefit many times.
Hey, come see us doing a live stand-up show. We'll be in Burbank, California, Oxnard, California, Venice, California, Palmdale, California. Then we're going to Omaha, Des Moines, Milwaukee, Lansing, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, and Boston, Massachusetts. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets.